and hazy dreams, where time slows down and the mind gently gleams. Floating melodies, soothing beats arise, taking us away where imagination flies. Close your eyes, enter the dreamland serene, where the subconscious tells a story yet unseen. Loved by the rhythm of trance slowly unfolds in this realm of tranquility where peace beholds.
Good morning, everybody. I hope this video finds you well. Look, today I want to relay a little story about one of my manifestations. I've got a lot of them. In fact, I have kept a record. Every time a manifestation would happen, I would write it down and write down what happened. And so I've got a long spreadsheet of these things. And let me tell you, it's long. I've had so many manifestations actually occur. So, okay. So I have a lot of these manifestations, and I've been keeping records of them. And this one in particular, I'm going to talk about a girlfriend. I have asked in my affirmations a lot about relationships. And at one point in my life, this was after I was divorced from my first wife, I wanted a different kind of girl. My first wife, beautiful as she was, sweet and kind as she was, she had a mental illness, and it was absolutely killing me. And so I asked for something different. And I've asked for different kinds of relationship stuff, but in this particular case, I got it in my mind because of a couple of friends of friends in the area. I noticed that some of these girls, they were African American, and they were, once they got married, they really seemed to have a good head on their shoulders. Their families seemed to be very, very well organized and everything. They made traditional meals for their kids and everything. Now, that was at that time. Right now, I wouldn't say the same, but at that time, it seemed to me that an African American girlfriend might be a kind of the traditional kind of girl that I was looking for. And besides, I really liked the lush, dark black hair and stuff, and the soft skin and stuff, and so I put in my affirmations that I had a strong relationship with an African girl. Do you guys see what happened? I didn't say African American, I said African. So I've been doing my affirmations and I forgot about it, and about 8 months later, I started talking to a girl. She was African. She had come from Zambia, Africa, and she was in Boston. And her, she was working as a nanny to put herself through university, and she was studying. Very attractive. She, very, very thin waist, very curvy. She was just voluptuous and traditional. She's from Africa, right? So she's traditional, not like African American women. She was traditional. And I've got to tell you, we were living together and everything was fine. I'm not going to tell you what happened later on because life can get complicated. I still love this girl. This girl is really something else. But she manifested. We hit it off very, very well. But the point that I want to make clear in this affirmation is that I asked for an African girl, and I got a African girl. I didn't ask for an African American girl. I got an African girl. You know what the odds would have been for me to ask for an African girl, suddenly living in Boston, Massachusetts, an African girl become my girlfriend? It's slow. It's slim. Sure, there were Africans in Boston, but not that many. So that's pretty much what happened. I take this to say a couple of things. What I specified verbally manifested exactly. What I did not specify, a traditional woman who cooked and cleaned and maintained order, that manifested with her. I cannot tell you for certain if that was par and parcel of her being an African, or if it was just because my thoughts when I was reading my affirmations imaged this. But the point here that I'm making is these affirmations do occur and they will happen. So when I tell you this, listen to this very clear advice. Judge what you want based upon your first-hand experience. Not the images of, in this case, African American or African women from television, because I didn't see any so much, but from my experiences with the African American women, which were all very, very positive. They were all traditional, well-managed households, and they took care of themselves. And this was years ago, but still, all of them were great. Just telling you guys. And how you manifest things, they will manifest. And maybe you didn't intend on it to be. I didn't intend for her to be African. I intended for her to be African American, not realizing that I specified that she'd be African. Later on, a decade after that, I asked for an Asian relationship. And of course I got married. Not to say that Easterners are good or bad, or white people are good or bad, or what. I was tempted to have a relationship with a Spanish American woman, because they were all very appealing to me, or an Italian woman appealing to me. But that's what I ended up doing. Relationships is but one thing that you ask for, that you can ask for, and this was my little story. I could go into the various aspects of her relationship, but needless to say, there were very few negatives. It was all pretty positive. The only real problem was that my first wife had a mental illness, and we could not get a divorce because she was mentally ill. She could not consent to a divorce. So while I was living with this girl and I would really like to get married to her, I couldn't get divorced first, and she needed something on her visa. Told you, life gets complicated. I still contact her from time to time. She's living in Pennsylvania, by the way. She's a professor. She got her degrees, doing quite well. Affirmations. Put in what you want. Be careful how you word them. You might come up with surprises. And that's it for today. Please like and subscribe. And in every way, try to be a good person. And take yourself out a little bit. Go to a blue plate special, a diner or something, by yourself. Sit down, ask for their blue plate, get a cup of coffee. Absorb, or grok, absorb the environment. Be kind to dogs and cats. We hear birds, enjoy the birds. There's a beauty in this world that really transcends everything. Whether it's overcast and rainy or foggy morning, snowy nights. It's all kind of cool. Take care, people. I know you will, because I believe in you. That's it for now.
The haze of a quiet Sunday morning, lost in thought, imagination soaring. Dreamlike melodies fill the air, creating a world where I'm happy in there. Close my eyes and let the beat take hold. Lost in a dream, I am never growing old. The rhythm flows through my veins, setting me free. In this slow, soft and gentle reality.